Okay. Explain again. I'm not asking you no more question again. Okay, let's go ahead now.
Go to school. The English say I need the English.
Okay, sorry. Sorry.
See, Ali, you take time. You take time.
I'm taking time. Okay, sorry. Okay.
Say I can take time
To explain.
Yeah.
Okay.
For the next 13 days, I will keep you crying. And you're crying all over the place. What I will continue to do, I've already succeeded in completely demoralizing your base. You're just crying all over the place. I haven't even started. I'm just warming up. How dare you, foolish, desperate people, talk about rescue country. Joseph Boga couldn't even rescue himself. Some of you passing around, oh, cause I did, cause I that. Where were you when I raised the money left and right to feed him and fly him from hospital to hospital? Where were you all sitting there talking nonsense? Talking about cause I ain't got no integrity. I didn't have integrity when I was feeding Joseph Boga, your God. Bunch of ungrateful people. Have you heard Joseph Boga deny that I was raising money left and right to feed him? Have you heard him deny it? He will never deny it because he knows this to be true.
Some of you people thought I was never going to create families of Boga. Yeah. Because I went to counties. I'm not criticizing because I want to criticize. I'm criticizing because we said yesterday, former President, we have a right private jet. But the Joseph Boga at brought to power is flying private jet from here to go to the country. Yeah. But I will speak because people in sacrifice for me our passing to go on a convoy. Spend my own money to bring him to power because we thought the wrong yesterday was going to be right today. Yeah.
Okay. All right, we're coming to anything you want to say for now before we leave you. Thank you so much.
Yes. You know, see, because some of the rest of the police, so they rest our corner, they do our own day. And they tell the other police, they tell the way to our corner advance. You can't continue for it. Tell him to forget about your calling by it. Okay, bye.
Hello.
Eric,
Yeah, man.
my son, you made mistake.
Mother.
I heard you last night. Me and Kun indeed to move Papa. Absolutely, after the whole election, I'm in my corner. If you hear my preaching most Sunday, you will conclude that I'm right. Will you rescue as a nomenclature after winning? The broadcaster don't even answer my phone. They don't pick me up. They don't lay me down. They don't even have time.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't talk. Yeah, I don't talk because God knows why it's happening. And everything I will accept it because our son Kun is vice president to him for NIMBA. If NIMBA people will not understand if I start hating on Brecker. The Senate started a trap for Brecker. When we are wrote, the Senate did a comprehensive report of their findings and attached the Supreme Court ruling and the amnesty law and everything. And the position statement for those commissioners who decided from Brother to where and said the way forward is a Panama House discussion for peace. Then when Brecker come now, he is deceived by coming there, by the Dillon there, Nombi there, and he now where he's just thinking all kind of way Brecker, all kind of thing. He want to go after people. Then, you know, the CDC still control the lower house, the upper house. So they went some kind of way, some kind of thing they did, Magatiti, they did a resolution that passed because of money crossing.
Yeah.
Then they sent it to the Senate. Then something happened. Wow. All of them almost signed to Yombi house. Then they brought it that Tuesday morning. They didn't tell me they had it for me. Oh. Then when I heard what was happening, it was remain 2 persons to sign. That was me, that was Bani, Jim Bani. Now when I went to Kun, I said, what is going on? You were here when we had sent paper, and you were here with our own leadership, and we sent the report with all documents, legal documents, to guide where. Then Brecker benefited from the 2010 decision by the Supreme Court to be involved in the election in 2011 because he was not wrong with Ellie.
You're right.
He benefited.
You're right.
Then after serving as Barbara for 12 years now, he's now president now. We finished campaign for that kind of woman, then he want to persecute us. He not going to persecute us. So what is going on with Kun? Then Kun said, well, what I will do for you is to help you with lawyer. Your partner said, go look for lawyer. It was from Kun offered, my own son offered that I went and signed a resolution. I asked many seconds why y'all did this. You know what they told me?
No.
Resolution is not a law. So signing the resolution, I mean, we agree. Bring it now. When Brecker send a bill, they will not put all the law they put in now and back it.
I called you Rescue One. Do you think I really believe that at 80 years old you would be able to rescue this country? We embellished it. You know, when you were in political nobody after 2017, and we resurrected that dead political carcass of yours. And you show us ingratitude and wickedness. Where are our falling out with George? We did. Fundamental. The issues about which we disagree with George are still issues that we're concerned about. But we're not here to give you power so that you turn it over to Jeremiah Kun and Prince Johnson. Jeremiah Kun is a Liberian citizen. If he wishes
to run for president, it is his right to run for president. But to hide behind you, he and his warlord, his mass murdering, lunatical, deranged, unstable warlord godfather. We're not going to give the country to a warlord. Everybody used Prince Johnson in this country. Ellen used him to come to power. George Weah used him too. But neither Ellen nor Weah brought Prince Johnson this close as you, Joe Boakai, have brought him. Folks, I never asked Mr. Cummings. You had just eaten the man's 45,000 US for a trip you had no interest in. Now you're asking me to go back to Alex Cummings through his people and make a request for $300,000. Then he said, he might be inclined to give us the money because he wants something from me. So this is the honest man. This is the honest Joe Boakai. The Joseph Boakai that is supposed to be a decent, honorable man is asking me to go to Alex Cummings under the pretext of being inclined to grant Cummings' request for him, Joe Boakai, to recuse himself from the political race and raise Cummings' hand. So he wanted me to go now to Cummings to go and get another $300,000 from Alex Cummings. I never did. I never delivered that message to Alex Cummings because I knew Joe Boakai was dishonest. How dare I go ask Cummings for $300,000 to give to Joe Boakai when Boakai had just made a fun of Cummings in Ghana at a meeting Cummings gave him money for. And this is and these are things we could not come to the public to disclose these things. We could not do these things because we were in too deep. We were in too deep. And so what did I do? For the next 13 days, I will keep you crying. And you're crying all over the place.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. What a pleasant way to welcome all of you to Freedom Hub on 87.9. This is the official voice of Freedom Communications Incorporated. My name is Kyle Oliver Kine. I'm here today with Princess Alexa Vanja Colley. Jointly, we are here today up to 6 o'clock to bring you all of what you need to know about Liberia on this edition. On yesterday, my people, the Liberian prophet, they call him Prophet Key. Key was arrested by the police up Capitol, and later on we are told he was sent to the Monrovia Central Prison, but again later on released this morning, released by the authorities. Why was he arrested? Why was he detained? Why was he released? All of these coming up in today's edition of the platform. Exactly when we deeper into reasons behind the arrest of Prophet Key, the detention, and the subsequent release of the Moroccan-based Liberian. There are too many things to talk about in the country. A lot of issues going on in the Republic. The CDC and the Liberian National Police will go about having different conversations. The police will go and apologize, provide clarity to some issues that happened at the CDC due payment, while the CDC, on the other hand, will respond to the police and say something from the other side. And so all of that will form the basis of the presentation. We're going to talk more on it. More to that. Liberia's former Deputy Minister for Youth and Sports, Isaac Doe, is asking the Unity Party government to prosecute those who, according to him, are responsible for the death of 4 auditors in the country. Minister Isaac Doe is asking the Unity Party government to launch an investigation and arrest those who, in their opinion, are responsible for the death of 4 auditors in the country. He believes that this particular news is continuing to linger in the corridors of intellectualism in this country, and there is a need that the people of Liberia get justice. If the Unity Party folks and the folks in authority are of the opinion that those auditors died from mysterious circumstances and their death could be traced to actions by individuals in high places in the country, Doe is requesting for the government to do the needful. If you people think you got evidence to point to individuals being responsible for the death of these auditors, you guys got to go ahead and investigate. You got to go ahead and prosecute people who are responsible. But instead, we will not accept that you will continue to talk about auditors' death for political reasons when you already have the power and you cannot do something to solve the problem. Isaac said something, and we're going to be making a lot more conversation about it right here on the People Station. And so in between time, now that you are here and I'm there, better still, now that we are rolling together on 87.9, it is going to be a wonderful time here on the radio. For those of you who are listening and want to be part of the cash giveaway, remember, on today, like all other days, we'll be giving you some more money on the platform. So you got the opportunity to dial star 799 hatch and you select freedom as spot number 11. Star 799 hatch, you select freedom as spot number 11. You have the opportunity to do so. Or better still, dial star 799 star 11 hatch. That will place you in the position to win for yourself 4,000 Liberian dollars on a Tuesday. With just 100 LD being played, you could stand a chance to win for yourself 4,000 LD, and that can be double up to 8,000, up to 12,000, depending on how lucky you are and how good you're going to play. All of it will constitute your chances of winning on the platform. My name is Kai. Alexa is here. Let's take a break. We'll bring you Crime Stoppers Liberia. By the time that is done, we run into too many issues making the news in the Republic.
Musical. There are crowds in many places, in every community, you know. Stop on Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime stopper, keeping us safe, let's stop for all of our crime stopper. The people bringing safety to your door. Crime stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime stopper, keeping us safe, let's stop for all of our.
Crime Stopper Liberia is here for you. Remember, you see it, you report it. This is a message from your own self, Omen Sam Sion.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stop for all of our. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stop crime for all of our.
Okay, so welcome back to the program Freedom Hub on 87.9. Alexa, good afternoon. Welcome, my dear.
Good afternoon, Oliver, and I would like to say good morning, good afternoon, Good evening to all of you. However, where you're joining us, I'd like to say welcome to Freedom Hub on 87.9 FM. We have a lot to talk about. So, however, where you're joining us, we'd like to say welcome.
Okay, so basically, there are too many things to talk about, and I told you already that yes, on today's edition, you can win $4,000. That's just as simple as whatever it is. So star 799 star 11 hatch, or better still, star 799 hatch. You select freedom as put number 11. That will lead you to winning 4,000 Liberian dollars, and we are hoping to call the rest of the people who will be winning on the platform. But Alexa, it is a wonderful thing to be back on the radio on Tuesday. Yesterday we had a conversation on the Nima County by-elections, and our people had different opinions on the analysis we made here on yesterday. Mind you, our decision is very clear. We say it the way it is. We bring you the newsmakers and their accounts on different events, and that's how a talk show should be. A political talk show should bring you information based on what the newsmakers say. Then the analysis can come up, after. But that is that. Yeah.
So I think yesterday was really an interesting one because we had a whole conversation about Neighbor County and some of the different individuals involved, different candidates. We played different recordings, and after that, we just said what we needed to have said.
That's correct.
But some of the callers are very interesting, and I like the fact that some of them understand exactly what's happening in Liberia because it was clear that we shouldn't really waste our time. To them, that was wasting time, but that was not wasting time anyway because we're just saying what we thought was okay after playing some of the different recordings yesterday. Some of them said, we shouldn't waste our time because the Nigerians will do what they want to do. They're not going to listen to us and all that. But we're clear about what we said yesterday. We played the listeners' voice recordings. And I think for us, our point basically focused on the fact that right now in Nearby County, there's this phrase about replacing the listener and, making sure his legacy is going to live on. So we're basically just telling Nibayans who are voters, registered voters, that, if you want to have someone who will represent you and replace your senator, make sure you get someone who did not betray him while he was alive. Get someone who did not disrespect him
that is the
while
message.
He was alive. So that was basically the message, and we're going to continue on that in every bit and piece as we go forward because 22nd of April 2025. I think that's the date set aside for.
And let us just Alexa, let us just set this record straight. Election should not be on the basis of people who die.
Yeah.
Or better still, I mean, we should not make decisions on the lives of people who are alive, using those who died.
Yeah.
But the reason why Senator Johnson is a serious figure, whether you like it or not, in these elections is because key candidates in the elections in Nimba are using his name. In fact, I saw one candidate going to one village in Nima County and he made the people to be shouting PYJ, PYJ. So once PYJ name continued, once his name is being used consistently during the entire process, it is important that we provide an information on how this very PYJ, P so his Ajes, how he saw people in this country so that people can go lying. We got a tendency in the country where you're alive, you're still living. Your uncles, your aunties, and other relatives of yours, they will get no part to play. They don't even like to see you. They hate to see the ground you walk on. They don't want to associate with you. They don't want to assess you. They don't want to do anything. But the day you die, they go to your funeral and start to sing and say beautiful tributes.
Exactly.
In some instances, they make a lot of promises.
Exactly. We're going to take care of your family.
In fact, when you were alive, they could not do 2% of some of the things they can say during the funeral. So the same thing in the election. People who refuse to pick up PYJ phone when you used to call them. People who used to refuse to answer Senator Johnson When he used to call them, people who used to abandon his telephone are the ones today in Nima County with their t-shirt and supporting somebody under the guise of having that person to replace Senator Johnson because they and Senator Johnson were cool. No. People who refuse to accord the proper respect should not win election on his popularity. For me, I think that's what Nibayan should do. I'm not going to select who will be the senator in Nima County. I'm not going to do that. It is not in my position to tell the people of Nima who to vote for. They are independent. They have their own minds. But what I can do as a political commentator and somebody who follows the political stuff in the country is to say to you, look, nobody should use Senator Johnson name to win election in Nima County. Say that the Papa sent me, that he don't give me a authority. No. When, as a matter of fact, this very Papa was alive. People who passing around saying they're a direct representation of the Papa interest. The old man died complaining about them. As some of them betray him, instead of preventing war crimes court, they were there offering him $5,000 to go, and find lawyer. Don't act like you were cool with the man. And the kind of nonsense people can do something in the country, right? It doesn't look good. No, it doesn't. Sometimes people come up, even in our society, in our communities, people wake up, they say, okay, you know what? How you call this thing? The man is living. You don't do anything about him. You don't assist anything. When the person is normal,
everybody is pleasure.
No, Alessa, they can go to the community. They can go to your house. They can go to your house and tell you and say, hello. You know what? How you call this thing? Okay. You know what? I got distracted just now or something. So they will call you and say, he was good, oh. Yeah, they made me say he was good, oh. They made me say we used to go to club together. Sometimes people are brave in lying on the dead body.
Because once you're dead, you're dead.
You can speak for yourself.
Dead man cannot speak.
But the one I'm making it difficult in Nima right now is because this other man, although he is dead, but he left behind recordings of how disappointed he was last minute of the time in some of the people who are professing to be the angels of today. With all due respect, it doesn't make sense at about this moment. No, it doesn't. It doesn't justify anything decent. People should not do it. Especially those who had no good rapport with the Pape. If voices, yeah, we don't want to play repeatedly, but those of you who are religious followers of this radio station, this platform in particular, you will understand that we've been playing this thing over and over. And all of the shows, as a matter of fact. So don't work out because the man is no more than you can say, he was my friend. And I respected the Pape so much. I will always do everything for him. And so seeing he's no more, you vote for the person. I in support of the person. No. This man died complaining on you.
That's hypocrisy.
Hypocrisy, Alexa. Hypocrisy. When the man was alive, you didn't do anything. You did nothing correct about him. You didn't see him prudent. You betray his political trust. So why should the people of the country, why should the county people right now listen to you? Oh, we are the best people to replace the Pape because the Pape was our father. He was our no. The man was not our father. If the man was a father, you would have protected his interests, his political interests. You didn't do it. You betray him. In all fairness, I see the vice president, the current vice president, VP Kuhn. Vice President Kuhn is in Nimba.
Of course.
Mobilizing the people in Nimba Canada to vote for somebody else in the elections. Senator Johnson, who is the center of conversation in the county, has a recording in this country. And in that recording, the Nimba County lawmaker, former senator and political godfather, complained how he was being mistreated by the Unity Party government under President Bouaka. And when he went to Mr. Kuhn, Vice President Kuhn, to lodge complaint to say, Kuhn, what is going on? Kuhn could not do anything but to say, Pape left 5,000, go find lawyer. Now you're going back to the county and telling the people you were cool with the senator, and so you want to find somebody who will replace the senator. Nimbayans, those are information for you. Will not tell you what to do. You have your county. You have who you want to make senator, but don't allow anybody use Senator Johnson's name as a reason why you should vote for them. If it is on the basis of that, then go listen to Senator Johnson's voices that he left behind.
Then you would know how to make your
Then you will know whether, if you want to make decision on his behalf, with he being at the center of it, then you know whether it will be appropriate to take such a decision. But don't listen to somebody kind of tell you, say, oh, you vote for Elessa because Elessa and the late Senator Johnson were cool. No. If they say you want to vote for Elessa because they want you to vote for Elessa on what Elessa can do. But if it is on the basis of they being connected to Senator Johnson, for which you should vote for Elessa, then tell them, say, wait, I will listen to you to vote for Elessa, but let me go and listen to some of the recordings what the Pape left back. When you listen to some of the Pape recordings, you will not even want for some of them to bring some people in front of you to come and campaign. That election is crucial. Nima is a big county. And so that's what we are asking you. In as much as we will not be able to tell you, exactly who to vote for, because it is not in our power to do so, we will also want you to take your political decision with serious caution. Don't allow yourself to be misused. Don't allow yourself to be deceived. People who were having no good rapport with the Pape should not come up from the blind side today and act like they are so good. If you are good, you wouldn't have allowed the Pape to suffer. Elisa?
Yeah.
You wouldn't have allowed the Pape to suffer in a very government that he brought to power. Yeah, go ahead. You're saying something.
Yeah. And I think what's what's really sad, Oliver, is the fact that people who were mentioned indirectly and to some extent directly are the ones now, carrying a message about we've been left behind by the list senator to gain ground in Nema County. And I would like to say this. Prince Johnson represented the people of Nema as their senator. And now that he's dead, all of the different candidates, we have in that race, they're there in a moment because they want to represent you. So it is on you to choose who is going to represent you 100%.
Good.
And if you are going to elect somebody based on their connection with the list senator, if it is solely based on that, I would like to borrow from Oliver, listen to the list senator's recordings.
Because
he did not leave one behind.
No.
He did not leave two behind. He left a couple of recordings behind.
Multiple.
And we have played that. Other than Freedom FM, different media platforms have played his different recordings. That's number one. But if you're voting to get someone who represents you, and it is not solely based on their connection, to the former senator, make sure you have someone who knows what representation is. Make sure you have someone who is a unifier, not someone who caused chaos somewhere else and abandoned that chaos because they weren't able to sort it out. And then they're running away from that and getting back to you, telling you, hey, I want to represent you in a different capacity, maybe as senator. Make sure you think twice and think beyond the box. Okay. Out of the box, because this is about representation, and this person will be there for 9 years, not 1 year, not 2 years, 9 years. So you're going to be stuck with someone who wouldn't represent you perfectly. So I think this is a moment to make the best decision. This is a moment to, just sit together as Nimbayans and think 100%. If you're going to vote based on Prince Johnson's connection, think again. Who is best suited? Who the senator had issues with before he died.
So the simple thing is, if they're going to you to ask them to vote for them in the senatorial election, because we won't give some people some money right now, star 799 hatch, you select Freedom as spot number 11. $100 will give you $4,000, depending on how lucky you are and the number of times that you play. Yeah, so like as I was saying, before we conclude on it, we want to go and play some audios. Then we'll get done with it. Like we said, every day we'll talk smoothly about Nima County until the election. Yeah, until the election.
Right.
Now, my thing is, we're going to go get some people money. So if you're there, we're going to go give people some money, $1,000 as regular players. So maybe your name can fall in the $1,000 list. You can never tell. So the more you play, the better your chances are. Star 799 star 11 hatch is the short code, or better still, star 799 hatch. You select freedom as spot number 11. You follow through, $100 could give you 4,000. Now, the point we are making here is very simple, my people. If the man go to you and say, vote for me because Senator Johnson and myself were cool, ask us. We got all the recordings for Senator Johnson when he was alive. Nobody will go to you in Nima County and tell you, say, our party, Senator Johnson supported our party during the election, and because of that, his party, our party in arrangement and so forth. No. The man who is no longer alive cannot defend himself. The good thing is he left voices that can defend him. When he was alive, how was he treated? How was he treated when he was alive? And by the way, we mind you, we come and give people money. So keep playing. You could be part of those who will be receiving the $1,000 as regular player bonus, and $4,000 will start to go to those who will be winning on today. I want you to listen to this. Senator Darius DeLong had to come up, Alexa, to inform the Liberian people that Senator Johnson went to him to beg him just for a daughter to get a job in this government. Now, if the godfather of Nima County, the man who made President Bouaka and VP Kun to be the leaders of this country today, the man who made that possible, my people, if this man can go to the extent of begging Senator DeLong just to have job for his daughter, it shows that he was never respected by this administration. The people should not lie to your Nimba. You know, like we said, we just want to be talking about the Nimba thing, small, but Alexa, it is pinching my soul to the extent where, because we hate to see deception and hypocrisy.
Why are you even lying?
Why are you lying? The truth of the matter here is, this man was never regarded. He was never respected. He was never. He was never accorded due courtesy. He was never given courtesy. Wait, that Senator DeLong PY just supposed to beg before his daughter get job in the United Party government. Listen to Senator DeLong boasting on how PY used to beg him for job.
Senator Johnson brought his daughter to me, Krista. Some are calling nodding their head positively in acknowledgement of that. Senator Johnson killed him. Thank you. Thank you. Senator Johnson brought his daughter to me, and several times he said, Senator, my son, please talk to President Bouaka to give my daughter a job. I trust.
Can you imagine? Alexa, listen to Senator DeLong. I want those of you from Nima County to listen to this. Those of you from Nima County, I want you to listen to this and listen to it keenly. This is Senator Darius DeLong telling the Liberian Senate that when Senator Johnson was alive, he went to DeLong and told DeLong, said, my man, I beg you, I want you to talk to President Bouaka to find something for my daughter. Nimba County made President Bouaka president. I can say this anywhere in the history of this country. If not for Nima County and the way they voted, today the president of Liberia would have remained George Weah. That is no doubt. This is no mistake. They won't got any argument about it. Nima County made Joe Bouaka and Jeremiah Kun to become the president and vice president, respectively, of this country. For Senator Johnson to go and beg Darius DeLong, an ordinary senator. Senator Johnson and Senator DeLong were not that in the same league like that. I mean, one person was a kingmaker, the other man is just regular Monserrato senator. But well, let me ask our Nima people. Your godfather had to go beg DeLong for Joe Bouaka to give his daughter job. That is to what extent the Pape was never respected. And I just hope one of my people listening can send me the video where the Pape said, way back 5 minutes. PYJ, ping, PYJ, ping, PYJ. Send me that video if you got it. One of my brothers in America, but no, I trust him. He was sending me that video. I'm not going to call it name for security reason. Please, if you have the video, send it. If you're listening to me, send the video. So I want you to listen to Senator DeLong. I want you to listen to him when you were boasting how PYJ went to him. Apparently, he felt he was trying to eat a show. You know,
it didn't is right.
Apparently, he was trying to make it appear like you were eating a show. But has DeLong asked him us, he wouldn't have made that comment because it was more denigrating to the government than he wanting to be authentic. Then he wanted to be authentic. Imagine listening to this. Imagine KOK being a Nimbayan from Yekepa or Lodu. Then I'm hearing that our godfather, Nimakande Zodia, is begging. The country who can make you president. That the senator begging somebody to go talk. I thought Senator Prince Johnson Peter is actually. I thought the senator was supposed to get direct link. I thought the senator was supposed to get direct link with the president, but the senator had to go begging. Another senator before seeing. Come on, when other senator can just walk and enter President Bagaya. When other senator can be flying on the same plane around with with President Baga, passing around, having unhindered access to him. Your Nima County senator, your late godfather, was deprived of the benefits associated with making a king. When you make a king, you got to eat on his table. You can make a king and you don't have access to the table. So when people go to your county and say vote this person because the person is PYJ person, I mean the person PYJ, no. That's not going to be a decent thing. That's deception, and we will not support deception. For us, we will not allow people to deceive the people of our country. That's why every election will provide voter consciousness. It is part of the social corporate responsibility of a political talk show to provide voter enlightenment. That's the way we choose to do our voter enlightenment. So that politicians don't deceive you with their lies. So listen to Senator DeLong.
Johnson killed him. Thank you. Thank you. Senator Johnson brought his daughter to me, and several times he said, Senator, my son, please talk to President Walker to give my daughter a job. I trust you and your relationship with the president.
I trust you, and that's how you listen to anything. I trust you and your relationship with the president. Please talk to President Walker to give my daughter. Yo, and let's how that yo.
Just imagine that.
Uh-huh.
After making somebody, you're supposed to have influence. You're supposed to have connection.
That's it.
Not just connection on the surface. You're supposed to have a deeper connection.
Unhindered.
People should reach out to you. Say, oh, Oliver, say you connected to please carry me there. Let me go.
People should be telling Senator Johnson. Thank you. People should be begging Senator Johnson. Say, please, I want to talk to President Baka.
Exactly.
But this government made your senator.
He had a reversed role.
This government made your senator that you so much respect.
A reversed role.
To be begging other senators before seeing the president. Now I see the government political party is there in Nima County.
Saying the Prince Johnson left.
The government political party is in Nima County telling you that you must vote for somebody else because that the party is supporting the person. Ask them in Nimba, what did you do to our political father when he was alive? What did you do to our godfather? What did you do for him? Was he respected? Did you respect him? Did you accord him the courtesy of a kingmaker? When Ellie became president because PYJ supported her, PYJ was living the life of a kingmaker. When George Weah supported PYJ, when PYJ supported George Weah to become president, as a kingmaker, PYJ lived like a kingmaker. When PYJ supported the Unity Party and President Baka to become the leader of Liberia in subsequent time, PYJ became a stranger to his own government. He became a stranger, an outsider to a government he brought to power. That's how terrible. That's how terrible. That's how appalling the thing was. Very appalling. Very, very appalling. My people, very, very appalling. That's how it was. And at the end of the day, yeah, my people, at the end of the day, the same political party is in Nimba telling you.
From one place to another.
Yeah, the same political party is in Nimba telling you.
And now they're not really focused on a campaign message that will capture the minds of electorates. No, they're not focused on that right now. They're basically just telling you how they're there or to continue the legacy of Prince White Johnson. Prince White Johnson left them in charge. So this is a moment to show that they're in charge. Is that even a message you're supposed to take to the people after what has been played, after what has been left behind by the senator? Names are loudly mentioned.
Even if it is a message,
it is not from them.
If it is a message, it should not be preached by them, because the senator was never respected by this party. So look, if the Unity Party knew if the Unity Party was very sincere and appreciative to Senator Johnson, they would not meddle into the Nimba County elections. Look, I'm a fair speaker. People won't hear it at their business. But the truth of the matter is, we got to be authentic and we got to be serious in this country. Honesty is one thing that is keeping Liberia backward. People are not honest. You got to be honest to the people of Nimba. The Unity Party should be honest to the people of Nimba County. In fact, if I had a chance to be the trailblazer of the Unity Party, I would have opted for the Unity Party to remain neutral in the Nimba County election. You know why? Because she doesn't have a moral standing in Nimba County right now. This county made you a government, a regime, a political party. Made you a ruling party. This county made you a ruling party. It made you a ruling party through their son, their father, their uncle, their political leader, their messiah, their liberator. That's how they up to now. That's how they continue to see Senator Johnson. You came to power. What did you do? You sidelined the man. You made him feel useless. I'm not the one saying it. He himself is saying it.
Before the election, I was one of those Now after election, telephone closed. That's the part of the devil. Before the election, I was one of those Now after election, telephone closed. How come before the election, I was one of those Now after election, telephone closed.
Can you imagine? Then Unity Party still got the bravery, the courage to go to Nimba County and say you supporting somebody to replace the senator.
How can you be that wicked?
I mean, there are plethora of records left behind by this senator on how he was badly treated by this administration. Badly treated. I didn't say how he was treated. I said badly treated by this administration. Now you go to Nimba to go and tell the people, okay, so since we treated Senator Johnson bad, he brought the power and we blocked communication between he and President Baka till he had to go to ADD to beg the loan for the loan to talk to JMB. Then JMB would think about when to get a daughter job or not. The senator died without his daughter having a job. I don't know whether she has a job right now. But up to the death of the senator, his daughter was still jobless in a government that was brought to power by her father. And you're going back to the county in Nimba County and go tell the people, you'll vote for the person because we, Unity Party, endorse the person. You are not respecting the contribution that man made. Political sincerity and gratitude will call for you to esteem from the process. Apparently, you are regretting that you did not treat the people well. But the way we will believe that you are sincerely sorry for your action is to esteem. By esteeming, you'll be respecting the old man. But what you're doing right now, you are aggravating his spirit. That's what you're doing. In the interior, let's have the book and say, when somebody, I mean, this is a whole different scenario. But way back when somebody dies in the interior, They say the witchcraft who can be, I mean, the wizards and witches who can be part of the death. I mean, it's a whole African traditional perception now. They say when one of those witches appear on the scene where the body is, our people have to believe that the whole dead body, Alexa, the face can be changing in a coffin. Yeah, it can be changing. So now it can be getting swollen up, you know. Yeah, water will start to leave from on the body. And the elders who are around will say, hey, somebody here who's not supposed to be here, let the person leave. And by the time that person leaves, Alexa, the body will start going back to normal. It will not start, you know, all the reaction will not start happening. If people are watching the live and they are traditional people from way down the line, they will understand. Our people got to believe that if the man who passed off see those who contributed to a passing off or those who he not happy with, and maybe you and the man are not speaking, then the man die, and you can't you go to the man's funeral when there is a whole belief that when the man you know body so to see now, but our people gotta believe spiritually when the man gotta know that you are pressing side casket the man feel that you can't make mockery out of him, he can get vet. That's how people believe. I'll open up the phone line, people will call, and let's say we attest to it. That's how our African traditional belief. Most of the places, Maryland, all the places, people got it. So what you're doing in Nimakande, you are trying to provoke the Babe. That's what you're doing. Because this man is aware of who all made his life unbearable the last minute. This man is aware of who started the whole war crime business that led to depression. Then you go to the counter, you say you go endorse somebody else. But it's up to the Nigerians to decide what they want. But what we do on a daily basis, Alexa and I, is bit by bit, keep informing the people and let them know what is at stake.
And
so
we're saying everything.
Quickly, then we'll go get money.
At the end of the day, it is upon the voters to make their decision.
They will decide.
It is on them because we're not voting. We're not telling you this and that. We're just making you understand. If you did not listen to Prince Johnson's recordings during his last days on earth, we're just saying what we know and we're just playing the recordings for you. But it is on you to vote the person who represents you. You're going to go in, you know, a precinct, you're going to have a ballot paper, and you're going to mark who you want to represent you. 100%.
Okay, so let's go and talk to our regular players. We are giving $1,000 to them. We are giving $1,000 to our regular players. Let's go and see if we can talk to some of them. Hello, ma'am. How are you? How you doing? Okay, my name is KOK. I'm calling you from Freedom Radio, Liberia. You are sounding low. We are calling to inform you that you should be receiving $1,000 on your phone from Radio Entertainment Liberia. Can you confirm it? Okay, that money is because you are a regular player, and that's why we choose to give it to you. So you have the chance to still hustle. Star 799 star 11 hash. You can win for yourself 4,000 if you're lucky. Okay, thank you very much. We leave you right there. Let's go over to the second person. Let's go and give them some money. Then we'll go take small more call on it. Yeah, then we'll go back to the last conversation. Okay, so let's go to this one. Quickly and see if the person received their let's see if the person received their $1,000. Let's see if the person received their $1,000. Okay, all right. Let's see if the person received their $1,000. Hello. Hello, how are you? Hello.
Hello.
How are you? How you doing?
No problem.
Okay, my name is Keo from Freedom Radio Liberia. What's your name, sir? Huh? Hello, how are you?
I'm
Augustine. Your number received $1,000 from Radio Entertainment Liberia. Can you confirm it?
Hello?
Augustine, are you listening to us?
Yes, I'm on the bus. I'm on the bus.
So you on the bus. Your number received $1,000 from Radio Entertainment Liberia. Did you receive it?
not gonna get him.
Okay, Augustine is on the bus. Augustine cannot get us. Okay, so Augustine is on the bus. Okay, Augustine is on the bus. So we'll call Augustine back. He will call Augustine back. Let's see if we can call the last person. Then we'll go to the lines and you take about 5 calls from Nima County. Then we jump to the last 2 topics. Prophet Key was jailed. I mean, he was arrested, detained, and subsequently, what is it? Okay, detention in jail is something. So he was arrested, detained, and subsequently released. Yep, that's what it is. So we'll talk about it. We'll tell you what we know about all of that particular issue. Then secondly, the police issue an apology to the public and the CDC and so forth. I think Alessa has the police press release to that effect. We're going to be reading it as well. But let's go and give somebody else money.
Subscriber, please be informed that the number you're trying to reach is currently switched off.
Okay. All right. The number is currently switched off. Very currently switched off. Okay, we leave it right there. All right. So Alessa, we got to go to the phone lines and take the first batch of callers. I think what is his name? Augustine. Maybe Augustine is calling. Hello, is this Augustine? Hello, is this Augustine?
Yes, it's Augustine.
Augustine, our system showed.
Yes, I've received 1,000.
1,000. Congratulations, Augustine. That's what we wanted to find out.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, all right, my brother. We'll leave it right there. Let's go take a break. When we come back from our break, we'll take calls on the issue of, how you call it? Nima County. I mean, we just got to take calls on it. Until the election is held, we will continue to give this information to our people. Let them know. Let them know exactly what decision they are going to be making. But Yanjin beer is one of the best beers in town. One of the best. Very, very good. You know, good liquor. You know, for those of you who love Yanjin beer so well, those of you who love beer so well, Yanjin beer is the best in town. So enjoy it. Go and grab a bottle. So Yanjin is proudly associated with Freedom Hub and Freedom FM 87.9. Let's take a break to be right back.
Introducing Yanjin beer from Beijing, the newest sensation in town. Yanjin beer is so smooth and light. You can drink it, wake up in that morning, feeling very energized. And you wiggy pui, the woman will be very happy. No headache, no eye spinning. And the Yanjin beer bottle, it got a special way again open. Nobody will ever use you for the opener again. Very easy. Yanjin beer can be found wholesale or retail at Sir Exeter and Jungle Water, and also in supermarkets or bars around you. Reward yourself by drinking Yanjin beer, and trust me, you will be ready to go.
Yanjin. Okay, Yanjin beer. Go out. If you love the beer business, go and operate beer. Yanjin beer. And for those of you out there who got your businesses and all of the different products you have, just walk to Freedom FM. I mean, our heavy coverage here will do the needful. We'll sell all of your goods and products off your shelves, and you know, make your brand visible. Just imagine how many human beings going to drink Yanjin beer right now because we said it. We told them to go and drink Yanjin beer. Chris will need to bring one bottle of Yanjin beer. Let's show it to our people. So when some of you are returning from America, you'll see Yanjin beer and you want to drink it. Yeah, you'll see Yanjin beer, you want to drink it. So yeah, so hopefully Chris will bring us one bottle of Yanjin beer. Let's display it to our people and let them be able to see it. But we'll take 10 calls, not more than 10. We'll take 10 calls on the Nimba County issue. 10 particular calls on the Nimba County issue. So you should not go to the place. You should not go to the place in Nimba and act like you were so good to Senator Johnson. Don't do it. It doesn't look good. That's fakery. When you do that, you are faking. When you do that, you are not honest. When you do that, it justifies deception. It means you are moving with pure deception. You are a hypocrite. you are a hypocrite. It is hypocritical in nature for you to present a wrong picture of who you are to a group of people. That's look at how the people are complaining after election. Before the election, 5 minutes PYJ ping, PYJ ping. Yeah, we got to display our beer. Yeah, we got to display on this side. So after that, after the whole process, the whole how they call number close. This is what PYJ was saying. Listen to it. After the election, PYJ ping.
I was one of those telephone close. After election, telephone close. After election, telephone close.
So I mean, that's how the woman was treated. So trust me, I don't think the people of Nima should be deceived that way. Trust me, I don't think so. So, like I said, Yanjin Beer is proud to be associated with Freedom Hub. And if you have your own product, whatever it is, it could be a hotel, petroleum company, different institutions, all of it is going to be good. All of it is going to be good. Yeah, so that's where we are at about the moment. So 0886 500 104, 0886 500 104, 0770 104 104 are the numbers to join the conversation. For those of you our international callers, you can join us on +231 886 500 104. So this is Yanjin Beer. If you do not know it, Yanjin Beer. Yeah. I mean,
You see my boss man smiling.
Why? why you see her smiling?
Oh no, what's up?
This is Yanjin Beer. I want to tell you, say,
how many did you download before getting on the radio?
No, Austin and tested beer.
And you?
I tried testing it.
How many bottles?
Few. And so there is it. Yanjin Beer is proud to be associated with Freedom Hub and the rest of Freedom Radio Liberia. So that's where we are. Let's go to the lines and talk to our people. Let's talk to the first person on line 1. Go ahead, sir. Let's hear you. 1 minute, no time. Good evening.
My name is Isaac Wujen, University Boston of POK.
Okay,
I'm joining from John Garrett Town from very receiving.
Go ahead, Isaac.
I think it's some of the country in the follow of PIJ. I believe our people should take the rest of the position because I think
Okay. All right. Your background is noisy. The selling chicken feet behind you. Sorry. Let's talk to the other person. Go ahead. 1 minute.
Yeah, KOK. How are you, my dear brother?
Let's hear you, my brother.
This is Gao Abraham, the comfortable KK man. It's son of Nima County, and I'm following you from District 15.
Go ahead, my brother.
KOK, the way the Bible make it clear that it is appointed for one to die, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm quite sure that was the time for our father to die.
Okay.
So with the people of Nima County, we are not going to blame President Baga or Vice President Jamal for the death of Senator Johnson.
Okay.
But what we are looking at now is who will represent us that Senator Johnson was doing.
Okay.
The only person that we're looking at that can represent us is that the person is straight. And it was a Charimacha authority is Samuel Koga.
Okay, thank you very much. We'll leave you. We'll talk to the other person. Go ahead. We'll leave you. Let's talk to the other person. You said it. Samuel Koga will be the best person. Let's talk to the other person. Go ahead. 1 minute. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm okay. I come here.
We're great, my dear brother. Quickly.
Yeah, I come here.
Hello, I'm good.
Yeah, my name is Vanny.
Go ahead.
Yeah, but okay, thank you for your topic on that discussion. But I only want to refer to the party, Samuel Koga and the Mayakun are hypocrite. Because the people then, the first in the tire, Prince Johnson Jar, it is grieving. Yes, the last two in front of the men with all the suffering that Prince Johnson did. The vice president came from Nima County. The president in this country. He was supposed to go keep begging. He's supposed to beg down, you don't supposed to be begging him.
Yeah. Senator Johnson had to go to DeLong. Why didn't he go to VP Kun? It means both VP Cool and the president apparently were not in good rapport with the late senator. That's why he had to go down to DeLon to go back DeLon.
Yeah, because the way they treated him, they were not fair. Because he the one brought him, and he did grieving today until he go sit down. Now today they coming out to show that they're liking. They were so not. They were not liking.
Okay, thank you.
Almost that more. They shot through in front of him. And so thank you.
Thank you very much. We leave you right there, my brother. Let's talk to the other person on the line. Go ahead. This one. How are you? How you doing?
How are you?
We are great. We are good.
This is Esmond during the keeping work to the fire to deliver.
Go ahead.
No, what you move to that, bring the service of Senator Johnson. The two sons, two of their sons from the county, because you die for one profession. When they return to Monrovia, what I execute you is they remove them from their job. So it's up to the Nima people. We will talk our own and leave it today. So if they will tell me, say they will reward this particular government, you know, based on the complaint that case to the somebody talk about it is no. So interpretation to that power is that thing. You telling us? Listen to all of the leaders recalling. He complained when he left. So show it to them that the man that brought them to power, the way in which they treated him, the only way you guys in the country will prove to them that it was wrong for them to treat your son that way, and to vote against then that means the Johnson will be crying that you guys, you cannot stay still waiting for the past and you are not waiting.
Okay.
Do the right thing.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. We leave you right there. Let's talk to the other person. Hello. Go ahead. 1 minute. How you doing?
Yeah. I'm quite. Yeah, I just want to advise my president should take a step on the number kind of politics because my step on number according to my balance to vote either Congress where.
What?
Because our senator suffer. And then Jermakun and also now the men get a phone. So no need for the cool part to the people. See that? That's why the problem I've been having is check your phone. That's my first time playing on your talk show.
Okay. Okay, my dear brother. Thank you. Thank you very much, my brother. We leave you right there. Let's talk to another person. Yeah, he said he's from Nima County. He will call the people in Nima County to reject the UP candidate. Let's talk to this other person. Go ahead. 1 minute. How you doing?
I'm fine, Connie.
Go ahead.
This is David King, and I do join you from my resident.
Go ahead, David.
Ingratitude is associated with Joseph Walker and Jeremiah Kuhn. What do that mean? You and I will hear President Weah were very much instrumental in getting Joseph Walker back on his feet. But what did Joseph Walker pay him back with? He supported John Serring against President Weah. Peter Congo and that of Jeremiah Kuhn went to election in Nima. That election was very tough. President Weah made it right for Jeremiah Kuhn to be elected as senator. What did Jeremiah Kuhn pay George Weah with? To turn around, went back to the Unity Party, and went against President Weah. So we know the people they are associated with ungratefulness. More especially Joseph Walker and the Unity Party. Also, even more Ali and that of Amos Twain, other people called all of them went to Nima. And they are sitting there in an official capacity as executive of the Unity Party, even Brandon Samka. But we want to say to the people of Nima County, except where you people want to be among the civil people in this country, but no Nima and not Spain. These people cannot treat your most senior man, Senator Johnson, the way they treated him. President Weah could not do that to Senator Johnson. President Weah was approached many times by President Johnson, but he said Senator Johnson was a trusted ally, political ally. He could not betray him. But you see Joe Bugger, Joe Burger betrayed Senator Johnson because he got what Senator Johnson gave him. That is the presidency.
Okay, thank you.
No issue. All of the borrowing money from here and there and making somebody that when it comes to make clothes, when it comes to make cars, I mean, this is the kind of man.
Thank you very much. Thank you, David King. We'll leave you right there and make room for Man CC. Go ahead, Man CC. Let's hear you.
Oliver Khan.
We're great, ma'am.
XRD series, American War. Yeah, I want to say, okay, let me add my voice to many callers that call on this platform. They said I was not able to because I was too rich yesterday. Okay, my hard point yesterday. Look, I'm calling my new brand phone, man.
Oh,
Samsung.
Congrats.
Thank you. Yeah, from Australia.
Hey, the
you understand? From Australia, straight from Australia to Massey. For what she's doing for the country.
Who's in Kenya will be jealous of you. By the way, I lifted a man's suspension yesterday.
Thank you. Let me go can't first to put on the show.
No, don't cause the man. Don't cause the man. Don't do that.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Meaning I call to call on the balance. You understand? I call to call on the balance. Then the video they play, we just play. Now it's President Harry. Then they were neglected after he made you president. You and Jeremiah put on the funeral at the Capitol building. You hear what you say about Jeremiah? You hear what you say about Prince Johnson? That they probably money. You can be in Mary like that man see who when you call it look at it, he will reach your use so quick. Little or not. He put money first before any other thing. Then men went to Kun and say, Kun, we're going on my son. And you told them, they said, go find a lawyer, I give you 5,000. You let me have money, my friend. They made me to this. They didn't want any they tell in this other year that they made you a pretty monkey. People that was fire for the class. Why didn't you talk yourself outside the class fire or if on a ball? If you're like street smart, you stole the show from Prince Johnson. So I'm calling only balance. That man called guy, he's not balance. The man getting nothing. They say, oh, you are the person that will leave him in place of me. Maybe you're equal with the man. Jeff, wow, look at it. When you get to the man in place or a place that when he died, he was to charge. And then the top presidency cried. He died with grief. In the ballet. I believe people get upset and read between the land. And to any other give one of the man for the funeral, he's so happy that okay. The train general, they're me. When they killed the lady, was fire for the Nepalese government. Everything you saw again. All right, don't never fool and say, please, I'm going to be in a place. I'm going to be in the next person in the country. We'll call it on you. I'm going to vote for, but then America, I'm going to call you. I don't call you. Who's ever going to call you? Please be back.
Okay.
Read between the line.
Thank you.
For that man. It's not correct. It's not good. He betrayed a part of Prince Johnson. And then now, the human part center, if you check Prince Johnson, I'm going to be a person in that country.
We leave you right there. We will leave you right there, man.
Listen to us. Listen, many voices are calling on the man, can't tell people. We need to advance people. If you're not saying all the school, you might look at what voices say, oh, just be right in the listen to it in the English. We back here. Don't do the rest.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. You got to give your Australian phone small chest. Let the phone breathe small. You start fighting all in the phone. You know, dealing with people on the phone is
gonna get hot.
Yeah, the phone will get hot. The phone from Australia, you gotta give it small chin, man, CC. Yeah, so I think somebody gave her a telephone from Australia. Now we'll take this break. When we come back, we run into a lot of issues here on 87.9. Remember, star 799 star 11 hatch. You can win for yourself. What is it? 4,000 Liberian dollars. That's what it is. So the more you play, the better your chances are. Lone Star Cell MTN use up. Again, let's take a break to be right back. Yanjin Beer is the best in the country. So tonight is UEFA Champions League. Barcelona playing again today. Yeah, we should be winning. Yeah, we should be defeating Dortmund to qualify for the semifinals. Yes, somewhere that Real Madrid might not go. Real Madrid might not go to semifinal. Austin Kawa, Dixon Sibo representing Dixon Sibo. They will be highly defeated tonight. You know, I know. No, tomorrow night is Real Madrid's day. So Barcelona will qualify today. Then we'll go sit down on the table and be watching as Arsenal will be humiliating representing the distant Cibos, Real Madrid. But while you're watching the different games, Yanshin Bier should accompany you to all of your areas you want to go to. So enjoy it. It's going to be a wonderful, wonderful one. Let's take a break to be right back, Alessa. Let's take a quick break to be right back on 87.9.
To your door, stopping crime and make a peace for them before. Stop Liberia, from the center to interior. Keeping us safe, let's stop it for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is here for you. Remember, you see it, you report it. This is a message from your own self, Omen Sam Science. Yang TT, to Deja. Introducing Yanjin Beer from Beijing, the newest sensation in town. Yanjin Beer is so smooth and light. You can drink it, wake up in that morning, feeling very energized. And you wicked boy, the woman will be very happy. No headache, no eye spinning. And the Yanjin Beer bottle, it got a special way again open. Nobody will ever use you for the opener again. Very easy. Yanjin Beer can be found wholesale or retail at Sir Exeter and Tongo Water, and also in supermarkets or bars around you. Reward yourself by drinking Yanjin Beer, and trust me, you will be ready to go.
Okay, Yanji Beer is the best. Yeah, right here on 87.9. Come again?
I say you're done downloading 10 bottles.
How will you say that?
I don't know, because I mean, you know how it is.
I don't know how it is. I mean, in terms of 10 bottles, I don't know how it is.
Okay,
No, I don't know how it is in terms of 10 beer. I mean, 10 bottle, I don't know. But I think I know how Yanji tastes. It tastes very well. You know, good, refreshing. Yeah, but okay. So we're gonna go to another conversation. I sent you a screenshot, Alexa, and I want you to look in it. I send you a screenshot. I want you to look deep into it. I send you a screenshot. So yesterday, Prophet Key was detained. He was arrested, detained, and subsequently released. He was released this morning. What is it? What do you think? What do you think happened?
I'm gonna reserve my comment on that.
You're not gonna mention anything. Okay, so as I will not talk about it. So yesterday.
Continue. Someone ask if you're in the portal.
Okay. So yesterday, what happened was we were all shocked when we got to realize that Prophet Key was arrested. He was at the police headquarters, and later on, we got to understand that he was taken to prison. According to information, it was over the same voter card. I mean, you say you're not taking part in the Prophet Key topic.
For today, I'm.
Yeah. So they say in the same voter fraud, voter registration fraud, something, voter card. So he was taken to jail and he was released this morning. I mean, just spent one day at South Beach and he was released. I don't know South Beach or where, but that's what I'm told. I think it was at South Beach. So there are concerns as to what may have led to the detention of Prophet Key. Was it about the voter card, the alleged fraudulent voter card situation, or statements he has been making relative to his denial from participating in the Nima County elections? These are things that are occupying the minds of all of us following that Prophet Key situation. Interestingly, up to the time of this show, we have not had the opportunity to know exactly what may have been the actual reason behind the detention of Opa, who is also known as Prophet Key. Justin Opa, and the last name is, yeah, I mean, I just hope I'll go to Nima to learn how to call it someday. So there are many concerns that we are having. And the major information available so far is the fact that they put Prophet Key in jail because he allegedly did something around obtaining a voter registration card when in fact he did not register to vote in any election in this country. That was fraudulent according to the electoral laws. Now, if that is the case, then why was he released on today? Is it a bailable offense? If it is a bailable offense, how was the release done? Did his lawyer sign for him? Because according to what we are learning, a politician went to South Beach today and signed for him. A politician is now a lawyer. What's the arrangement? Who's the complainant? Is the National Elections Commission behind this case? If so, will this case go to court? Is it going to be settled? All of these technical questions, these technical concerns are available unto us. At the same time, is it only concerning the issue about alleged voter card manipulation, or there is something that has to do with some of the things Prophet Key can normally say? We need to know as a people. As Liberians, we need to know. And this will help us in making a determination as to whether Key was detained for comments he has been making, which would then become a particular violation to what the president said, that there will be no political prisoner. So if part of the reasons why he was detained at South Beach yesterday was because of comments he has been making in the public, I think one of the latest comments he said, one big person will die in the country. Let me see whether I have that clip. Let me see whether I have that Prophet Key clip where he said, you know, yeah, part of the things he has been saying of recent is that one big person will die. Yeah. One big person will die in the country. Prophet Key said that. Part of the things he has been saying of recent is that one big person will die. Let me go and play it. Regardless of whatever it may be, you know, regardless of whatever it will be, but he said that he didn't hide it. So is his incarceration, or better still, the detention that he received, is it in connection to some of the things he has been saying? Is it in connection to some of the things we've been saying? Is it in connection to some of the things he has been saying? The whole issue of jailing Prophet Key, is it because of some of the things he has been saying? We need to know the whole truth. And that's what we're asking for the complainant. If you want to jail, what's the charge sheet? What is he charged of? What are his crimes? What are the reasons why he's being held? And those reasons will constitute a better, will form the basis for us to have a better analysis about what he encountered. Now, we are not saying this because it is Prophet Key involved. We are saying it because any Liberian who is a critical voice in this country could also be in similar situation. Is he being detained? Was he detained because they say he got fake voter card? Or he's being detained because he's on record of making these kind of statements?
This person will die in the country. And I'm God. I will.
Okay, hold on.
This person in the country in the future. This person will die in the country. We're not happy. Then Yahweh and I'm God. I will swear there
For if my big person, all bury big person in the country in the future. Y'all bury. Then Yahweh and I'm God. I will swear there. For if my big person, all bury big person in the country in the future. Y'all bury them. Y'all put a record. Y'all will bury big person in the country. I feel swear blackout. Yahweh will lose. Man, y'all bury big person in the country in the future. We're not happy. Then Yahweh and I'm God. I will swear there. For if my big person, all bury big person in the country in the future. Y'all bury them. Y'all put a record. Y'all will bury big person in the country. We're not happy. Then Yahweh and I'm God. I will swear there. For if my big person, all bury big person in the country in the future.
Okay. So we will want to know as to whether his detention was squarely on the basis of voter card and the alleged fraudulent issue around it, or his critical stance. Because the last time we went to the president dinner, I don't want to talk about the dinner. You know that I've not been able to talk about the dinner since we came from the dinner. No, Alessa, you are not talking on the platform. You say you don't want to talk. So please stay off. Now, the reason why I don't want to talk about anyway, I mean, it's a different discussion. Perhaps we'll have that discussion on Thursday. But at the president dinner for journalists in this country, he made it clear that there will be no political prisoner. Nobody will go to jail because of their political utterances. He also cited the Abdullah Kamara Press Freedom Act. That act was signed into law in 2018 under the George Rias administration. So yeah, my people, regardless of whatever the case is, we will need to know in its totality the actual cause of Key going to jail. At least that way we know that he is being held by the authorities for his alleged involvement into manipulating voter records, or he's a political prisoner, because we need to know. That's it. Now, the next part to that is a particular place where a former deputy minister for youth and sports at the Ministry of Youth and Sports, I'm not going to be exact about Azedo's direct, a department he was deputy minister for, is the one that has to do with a comment that was made by Azedo. Now, Doe went to Facebook and said, I think, Alessa, you can read it. Let's see what Doe wrote. Azedo went on Facebook and said something about Prophet Key arrest and subsequent detention. Now, Doe said, let me go and read it. Let me go and read what Doe said. Let me go and read what Doe said. So he posted. Azedo posted something about why Prophet Key was arrested and jailed. Now, John Poto Jackson Jr. say, we agree, but CDC killed 4 auditors. We agree that Prophet Key was jailed by our government for reasons unknown. There's the implication of the comment, but CDC killed 4 auditors. Now, Azedo came back to reply to John Poto Jackson. He said, you jail Prophet Key for voter card, but you can jail us for killing 4 human beings in question. Then he lied. He said, I am confused. Humans were birds. I'm confused as to if humans were birds. This is going to take us to a different area. The Prophet Key J issue is not that crucial. The only thing we want to know is whether he's been detained, whether he was detained rather, because they free him. He in Nimba right now. Whether they detain him because of the voter card issue, or he was detained for his comments he has been making against key individuals in the country. But the side attraction is a comment that was made by a Liberian citizen who is supposedly a unity partisan or an independent Liberian, versus Azedo, who is a member of the CDC and the former administration. The guy said, look, Azedo, we understand say we jail Prophet Key for voter card being, but a better part of 4 auditors were your killed, where CDC government killed. Azedo say, okay. You are saying we killed 4 auditors. You able to arrest and jail Prophet Key for wetting. Come on, voter card. But you're not able to arrest us and jail us for 4 auditors that you said we killed. How is that possible? And this is why I want to call on the government. Let's have a come in, we go take calls and we go home. Maybe in 7 minutes I'll be done. As those statements may be sounding comical, but this is where we want the government to do justice. I will say this to our people over and over and let it be clear. The Unity Party benefited from almost every single Liberian in this country to have ascended to the election, to the presidency in 2024, including the victims of those who died under unusual circumstances. The Unity Party government in opposition overly emphasized on the tragic situation involving some auditors who died under the CDC administration. I remember Bati Yinswa, peace to his ashes, was at the, what is it? Was it IAA, Internal Audit Agency? Yep. Yeah. He died at his house on the second row. It was reported that he fell from the balcony. That report is available. The police did an investigation. People were called. Their accounts are there. Gifty Lama and somebody else, peace to their arches. They were discovered on Broad Street in a vehicle. Then another auditor in a car accident somewhere again around Pinsville. Those are the 4 we know about. Now, the Unity Party government kept heralding these auditors' death. And I'll say to you, peace to their arches, may their soul rest in peace. And I hope if they were killed by people in this country, those people should be exposed, they should be brought to light, and let justice be done. But let me give it up to the Unity Partisans. They campaigned. They made use of these informations. They exploited the death, the sudden and unusual death of these individuals for their political gains. They exploited it. Oh, CDC government killing auditors. They're killing auditor. Joey Amago. They're killing auditor. Auditor dying. We die with auditor death. You made all of these proclamations. Some of them were so brave enough to they started aligning individuals to the death of some of those people. There were instances where they were calling names of those who they felt or those who they think killed those people. Directly calling people names. You did that during the election now. Thank God you won the elections. You now have the power. You now have the police. You now have the courts. You now have the prisons. You have all of the lawyers. You are a sitting government. At least you managed to use the people, family people tragedy to come to power. It is about time you do justice to the grieving family. If it was not for politics, I repeat, if you were not just playing politics with the death of those people, if you were sincere about ensuring that those individuals will have justice done to them and their families because of the unforeseen and unusual circumstances surrounding their deaths, then it is upon the administration of President Boakai and Jeremiah Kun to ensure that these cases are adequately investigated and brought to logical conclusion. You can't use these people cases for campaign purposes. Then you come to power, you're not able to solve the problem. The families are still grieving. You are silent about the death that you say happened because people were in government who were killing. You were calling people names who you said were killing people in this country. You are in power today. You're not arresting those people. Oh, it was only about winning election. So you want to use those people death to win election? So you want to ride on those people mysterious death to win election? Oh, Simose, carry 3 children, 3 messing boy, 3 Simose children, 3 Simose. This government is still supplying their body to Simose. This Unity Party government is still taking their body to Simose. Hello? there are people, the party government who been dying. Kiki government entities, they still carrying bodies to, he carried the people to Bowman Bridge, where they said they had a water situation in the Kinu, and the Kinu cast out enter. And that's all. You know how we can say in Liberia? You are in power now. You say it was Simose who told the people cheering and gave them the CDC for CDC to kill them. The 3 missing boys. That's what you said. When you didn't have political power, you said this to the Liberian people. You made them to understand that. Today you are in power. Simose's funeral was still there. They make Mr. Moses himself. In fact, I hear say he just won the election as the president of the Funeral Home Association. We hear say Moses won the election as president of Funeral Home Association.
He did, and even gave a speech just the other day.
Yeah, so we'll find the speech. Maybe we'll play another day. You come to power now. The Moses man who sent the cheering, he's here. Oh, so you were only using the cheering situation for campaign purposes? That's what Azedo is saying. If you people know for true, say the thing you are talking about true, it was not politics, come and prosecute us. Why is this government not prosecuting things that they say they have proof for? The reason I'm saying that, Lessa, because whenever you attempt to flag a particular governance issue under this administration, they run and start bringing CDC auditors, CDC case, the 3 missing boys. Good. You can't continue to use this 3 missing boys, 3 auditor, 4 auditor situation as a cover up for the bad governance and efficiency of this administration. You can't continue to do it. You can't continue to do it. So if you want us to think you serious, if you want us to believe that you were doing it sincerely because you care for the families of those victims, then we ask you to judge the cases. Open up the cases. Do it from a professional perspective. If you say you know who killed the people, bring them to book. But you can't have power. You get power to arrest. You get power to do all of the investigation. You're not doing it. But every time, government is continuity. George, we have started the road from Ganta towards Saclipia up to Tabata. Today you are doing the road. And you continuing Georgia project? George, we have started the road from ERWA Junction all the way to Roberts International Airport. Today you are completing it. President, we have left the road at he and President Baka Junction. That's why President, we have left that road. Right at he and President Baka Junction, the rehab. That's why he left the first portion of it. While the other one started from the airport way. You are in power. You still continuing the road. Government is continuity. Continue with those investigation as well. Why you table them? And every time people want to talk about the misdeeds of this government, you run to. That's why I said, those say, what kind of thing you're talking? You jail somebody for voter card, but you know people who care human being. You want to arrest them to jail them? Make that make sense to me. Make that make sense to me. I mean, allow me to think about it so that it will make sense, because at the moment, I mean, it's not sounding logical. So please, we are appealing to this government. You did well by using those auditors' death, Simose Trichering death, all the other things that you did well to use those cases to win election for campaign and propaganda purposes. You in power now. The power you wanted, for which you were using it in your campaign manifesto. In fact, you printed those people, those people who died, you printed their pictures and put it on campaign banner. You put President Baka there, you put Kun on the same banner. Then you put Joe there, you said, Joe, I'm going to go and we'll vote for Kun and Joe Baka. We did that. Liberians voted for Kun and Baka. We did it. So please give the family justice now. Please go to the family people and give them justice. If you investigated, those cases behind the scene and you realize that you do not have any evidence to back all of the wild accusation and assertion you have been doing, come to the public and say, hey, we thought, and I'm going to end on this note, Alexa. Come to the public and say, we thought these people were killed by S, Y, and Z. But based on investigation that we've done, X, Y, Z things were discovered. And they did that in part with the 3 missing boys situation.
Yeah, they talked about one person's body.
When Gregory Como talked about how the body was discovered and no body part was missing. So that by itself, plus the eyewitnesses account in the area, can bring that matter to bed. So the 3 missing boys issue, it is now to bed. And so, yes, you may want to call Simose again, but Gregory Como's already finished investigating it. Now, if you investigate all of the other quote-unquote auditors cases, and you realize that some of those cases do not have the merits to link any suspicion or any this and that, come on with the information. Tell the public, say, look, we're able to open up this case, and we have realized that contrary to what was spread through the political process, this is the situation. Let the Liberian people know what's up. But when you continue to keep it, when you continue to hold on to your investigations, if there are any, and your people continue to run behind people every day on auditor dev, then it shows that there is a need that the government do the utmost. Go and investigate the cases. Because once you are in power, we will continue to remind you of your responsibility to uphold the security of the state. You mentioned how EPS officer came himself in Nima. You said you are not happy because somebody may have killed him. You ran campaign with, hey, Melvin Alley died because of this and that. Oh, they came Melvin Alley in Nima. Oh, boom. You raised all of those concerns. Today, an AFL personnel, Bobby Monday, at the barracks, you reported that he shot himself 8 times in the head. So, if you can bring those other issues to closure, what about these ones that are happening right under you? What about these ones that are happening under you? What is the report on Bobby Monday? Piece of his actions, because he framed people on record of saying they don't trust the AFL report. They believe that somebody played fast somewhere. So, your supporters as a regime cannot continue to be reminding people about past auditor situation when you have the power to investigate and bring to book the perpetrators. Go back to the different talk shows. So officials of this government were on a different talk show, Alessa, and they were calling names of people who they said kill people in this country.
They said that clearly.
Okay.
Without even saying allegedly.
Let's go back to the Shalom Mosul issue before
I was saying allegedly.
Before I pass on to Alessa quickly, then we go take calls for about 6 minutes. Yeah, we are law about it this time now. So the late Shalom Mosul, peace or Arches, my Grebo sister, may also rest in peace. The case went to court. The lower court said Gloria Scott was guilty to send her to Sub-Beach. They went to Supreme Court. Supreme Court said, oh, Gloria Scott not guilty again. Honor Joe Baker. So honor Joe, we had the lower court said, Gloria Scott, are you know about the woman death, you and your sister then, y'all go to jail. Joe Baker came to power. He said, look, Gloria Scott, you not know what they leg at death. You're moving in jail. Ain't that it? Ain't happy on the judge we are. Jerome Radio came out and said, Valley Teller on the instruction of Koji and this and that, did XYZ. There were too many accounts of information that they provided to our public. You are in power now. The Supreme Court said, Gloria Scott ain't guilty, right? She free woman. Jerome Radio then were here on radio live, plus other Liberians who mentioned individuals and said they were the responsible for the death. Can this government muster the courage to bring Verdio there and charge them to court, make them state witnesses, let them provide the evidence they have before them? Because when these things are not brought to legal closure, you will continue to have people using these issues to water down critical national discussions. Because somebody go mess up in your government entity, you won't talk about it, then they go bring, what happened to the auditor then? No, don't ask us about what happened to whatever the case. The government you support has the authority. The government got all of the power. The government should be able to initiate a full-scale investigation into these matters independently from a professional perspective to bring to closure these issues. But until then, just stop and let the people cheering rest in peace. Let the poor family rest in peace. Enough of the politics. Enough of the politics. You use the people to win elections. You use their sudden and mysterious death to win elections. Now you are in government. Instead of giving them justice, you are still on excuse. You're still making excuses. That you sort of be telling about auditors? You already there now. Yeah, mother, you policeman. You want to be policeman. He said, oh, the whole Jonathan Roya, All the motorbike them were passing here not get lesson plate. The motorbike them were passing here not get lesson plate. It wrong. They come and say you can't. That blue suit, that put blue suit on you. You policeman from today. You the head of Jonathan Police. Then he said, after 2 weeks again, he come out. Oh, they roll here. Last month, motorbike needs to be passing here. No lesson plate. Motorbike.
And you are in the position.
You are in the position now. Stop the motorbike from passing with no lesson plate. You're not able to do it. But every time we go to before motorbike is a fire, no lesson plate. What happening now? Motorbike say passing with no lesson plates. You know why? Because the same Mervyn LA you're talking about who died, who died in Nima when they said he shot himself. Another man died to the AFL barracks with the same information of he killing himself with 8 bullets. There's still mysterious deaths happening all over Boulevard Palace. You cry on Princess Kopoya how she died mysteriously. Boulevard Palace manager died mysteriously too. So that you policeman, instead of you talking about solving the problem, but you say, oh, motorbike is a pass here with no lesson plate. But honor you, why you commander now? Motorbike say pass with no lesson plate. You're not doing anything about it, but you reminding us about the bikes that used to pass here 4 months ago without lesson plate, when you are now the commander and bikes still passing with no lesson plate. It doesn't make sense. And that's why we are asking you, our people, in authority, to do what is appropriate. Do what is appropriate. Do what is appropriate, please. Yeah. And open the cases, and let's stop using the people deaf for political purposes. You already win election. Stop campaigning. Go and do the job. Well, yeah, let's say then we go. Yeah, let's say and take 2-3 calls, and maybe tomorrow we begin with this conversation.
So I think basically when Asekdo responded to that person, maybe a lot of people may have seen that as a fun or comeback to be savage, but that was a reality 100%, Oliver.
Good.
Because in fact, Unity Party members, a lot of them did not say allegedly. They were very straight in saying, getting the other person here. Joe, we are getting the other person here. Samuel Twe. They were very straight with names calling. They did not say, oh, allegedly or based on what we have gathered. No. So it seemed like they already had pieces of evidence to what they were saying because they were really sure about it. And the recent one involving Koji with, Jerome Osborne mentioning that Koji did this and someone did what Koji instructed. Everybody was saying, oh, Latine. So it's been years since, we had auditors who died and Unity Party campaign on that. And before even going to the campaign, a lot of them say, oh, the government getting the people in. So they campaigned on that. Now that you're in power, I think what Liberians want to see is the fact that you've already done your investigation and you now have the facts to present to the public. Now, yeah, based on what we said during the campaign, here we are, we've already investigated 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 deaths. You should be presenting that to us. But after you already told us what was to be done was not done, and you are here now, you are given, you've been given the opportunity to do what you said George Weah did not do along with his people. So, but the fact that you are still commenting on deaths that happened like 2 or 3 years ago, it means you're not ready for business. It means you just said what you said because you needed to, get in the heads of Liberians. You needed to take advantage of the gullibility of some of the people in Liberia. So you needed to say those things. You're here now. What are you doing? We don't know. Because we're still here. We're still having, different reports on a daily basis of people dying mysteriously. So Asik was actually right when he had commented or replied to that person's comment. You're now in power. The 4 people are died. Why you can investigate now? If you can put somebody in jail for, a quote unquote, maybe a voter's fraud, it means death like something now drastic. So why can't you use the same energy to investigate and persecute people who are basically guilty? But the fact that we're still here running in circles, Oliver, the people in yesterday they won't say because they want to take advantage of the moment. They want to seize power, and then when they have the power, no way. See, most no story pa. They say si most carry to the boss ne. They not say the government carry boss ne. They finished carrying the 3 boys. 3 boys. St. Moses carried 3 boys.
The people went to St. Moses to protest that day.
Exactly.
Yeah, they went there.
Exactly. St. Moses took 3 boys somewhere to work.
And the government went to St. Moses to remove the protesters because that is a business place.
Exactly.
When you sit there and the people go and break into the business place, there are other people who got their ballots there.
Problem.
There will be problems. So the government went to, so they say go out government protecting St. Moses.
So it means the government
that the government
instructed St. Moses
to kill the 3 children.
Imagine what's the logic in that.
So St. Moses is now, he's the president of the Funeral Home Association.
St. Moses is still here.
You get power now.
And
go for St. Moses.
And those cases were even investigated.
And go ask him why he put the people cheering.
And when Greg came again, he still investigated. And at the end of the day, he told us that one of the bodies, was found.
So you stop causing noise.
So stop politicizing a lot of these different things.
If you can't help the family,
stop.
Just shut up.
You're not doing good for them.
No. Whenever you do those things, look, imagine if somebody died from you. And, and people just continue to politically mention your loved one who passed away.
You will continue being reminded.
You'll be remembering the thing. It's not good.
It is not a good
thing.
thing.
And you want to remind the person of the loved one, be willing to solve the problem. Be willing to bring justice to the family. You think we feel happy talking about those children who passed off? No. You don't want to talk about it? Because their family listening to us right now, the family feeling bad.
Every day you keep bringing this
up. Whole day.
And I don't know if that's some form of consolation. I don't understand it.
And it's not. It is not helping.
Then it is not really okay.
No,
just
it is not.
Zip it. Zip it. That's all.
Simple. All right. So we'll leave it right there, my people. We have 4 minutes. 4 minutes to the end of this edition. Let's see whether we can just squeeze in 2-3 calls. Then we call it a day on this platform. 87.9. My name is Kyle. Let's take the first question. We're gonna got 4 minutes. Go ahead. 1 minute.
Yeah. My name is Tomley. I'm calling from the red light.
Red light. Go ahead.
It's about Prophet King. That voting article he got for him. The reason the Labour Party that went to do the swing is not about because he supported the government. It's because they don't want for certain people to be leaked.
Okay.
So for that reason, they have to get him out.
Okay, thank you.
So I think next you investigate that properly.
Okay, thank you very much. We'll leave you right there. We talk to the other person. Go ahead, sir. Let's hear you. Hello.
Hey, how you doing, sir?
We are great. My name is KOK. What's your name?
Oh, my name is John Sano Momo, and I call you from the first state.
From the first state?
Yes.
Go
Delaware.
ahead. Go ahead from Delaware. Let's hear you.
Yeah. You see, KOK, thank you. You see, I will start with the 3 boys. When Gogo Como became a director, he talked about they found the body, there was nothing. The family told him that those 3 children they got drowned in the water. But he couldn't come out to say that. And I keep telling people, I say, hey, I was how they call it? There's our sister country right here, Ghana. When Nana Akufo lost the election, even though he was not running again, when John Mahama won the election, those guys, those ministers that were in Nana government, in 2 weeks, the men were fleeing the country like something because they did something. Did it happen in Jawia case? No, because everything they did over there, they were very clean. Their hands are clean. Every one of them stayed there. They shame. The people, they are so embarrassed. They are ashamed because they came to power through lies. And they can go back to their bases and tell them exactly what they are uncovered. It is so embarrassing. I think they should get the same seminar they use to tell the Liberian people that we are killed this, we are did this. They should get a same seminar to go back to them and say, hey, we lie on the people.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. We'll leave you. We'll take this other person. Go ahead. 1 minute, no time. Let's hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, Alexa, good afternoon from Minneapolis.
Minneapolis, let's hear you.
Yeah, there's Pio.
Go ahead.
Uptown.
Go ahead, Autumn Pio, let's hear you.
No. I think our issue in Liberia is just simple. Okay, we're going to lose. And then when there's total freedom, there'll be no development, whether we like it or not. I'm going to lose. People just say things and go scot-free. People do things and go scot-free. So at the end of the day, people know that I can say KOK is a jungle, KOK is a criminal, KOK is a this. And at the end of the day, I know you do nothing to me. It's a loose nation. Right? So look, I promise United Party. Me, I'll be president 2035 after Joe Willie. You know what again? For the people, I can't put 2035. When Boga is great, I'll go for him. Somebody tell me, you will prove it. Wait, give it down.
Okay, okay, Mr. Incoming President, we leave you right there. Let's talk to the president and we call it a day. Go ahead. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, sir. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yeah. Okay. How you doing?
We're great, my dear brother.
Yeah, this is Ture Party calling from USA, Arizona.
Arizona, let's hear you quickly. No time. We got to go.
Yeah, brother. You know, the government are in power. Really, they didn't have nothing to tell Liberian people. So really, I don't know what to say about them right now. And 2029 coming as the way Liberian people say in 2029. We promise them that 2029 will be back. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. We'll leave you right there. Let's leave you and go to the next person. Okay, let's take just this last local caller. Go ahead. 1 minute. Let's hear you.
Hello?
Hello, sir. How are you?
Yeah, okay. How are you once again?
We're great. Quickly, my brother.
Thank you once again. This is Guy Abraham. I'm finding a conversation for my KKC.
Go ahead.
Okay, man. The best party to campaign for you in any election at Travel. Because the people have to get the information and run. That's one of the reasons I've made a United Party to win the election. Some of us, we are a party of the United Party. Okay. You know how many players are sharing people doing the campaign and we can put the other food? I said, when I 1,000 players of people to put the other food because what I'm trying to say, this guy of that is in the okay. I have a phone conversation with somebody yesterday in my case. I don't know the guy. This guy was telling me how they were okay. I was shocked. I didn't know that.
I'm listening to you. I'm listening to you, bro.
I was shocked to listen to that guy yesterday to tell me how I eat the okay. I'm going to get me. I'm going to okay. I can let go of people I want to take power. That let go of power okay. I was shocked to get the information on my phone. Okay. The girl I got was killed out with in my country. And I thought it was a breaker. Okay. Are you getting it, brother? Hello?
I'm listening to you. Go ahead.
Okay. I thought it was a breaker. Some of the capital for the United Party will campaign against some of those people that died. The 300 that died. Okay.
So listen now, you voted for President Parker. That's why Asado is asking you to tell your president to go and start arresting those who the United Party said kill people. Why is it taking long?
I want to point that
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Did the person also tell you about the ever guy that died at the BTC barrack, at the Shevlin barrack? Okay, he's off the line. But again, we gotta go, and we'll return on tomorrow. There are 2 minute calls, but this conversation is going to continue because if we continue to run away from these discussions, it will continue to come and keep popping up. Go and investigate. We do not take pleasure in you exploiting people deaf. You got a man that boom, you used the wrong campaign. Now you come to power, solve the problem.
And then you're disregarding even mentioning that.
Since you came to power, you're not even thinking about it. Look, I have to take 1 year, 3 months before President Baka mentioned it to one cabinet.
But they are already being investigated. So why did he tell Greg to go back?
So it means they're not even prioritizing it.
They're not keeping records of all the things.
You know that if people could sue the party for using their relative pictures in campaign, they would have done so. They could do it. So you use it. Okay, they were anticipating, okay, see, we're not understanding, the government investigating, and the government said this, see, we're not understanding. So maybe when the new government come to power,
they're going to do us justice.
They will do us justice. Your kind of power, you forget about the people. Then you still won't be using the people names. I must say, I'm interested in any information related to who died. If somebody killed somebody, let know who did the killing. Because people should not kill people in our country. But when you continue to relax, you are not doing anything to find the killers. But every day people go talk, he said, the other book people, no. Then I want you doing that, it's not making sense. No, in all fairness, it's not making sense. Then I want you on and you joke, you joking. I mean, you playing fun at the people live. I mean, you playing fun at the people live. They stole from somebody, the person looking for their phone went lost. Then you know somebody, oh man, I don't want to stole the woman phone. But the woman crying for her phone, she want her phone. But you say, you know who stole the phone? That you the community chairman now, you got all the power in the community. Find the person who stole the phone, bring the person that telephone from them. But you can do it. But every time small argument come up, you stole your friend phone. I mean, that one you doing now.
Why can't you?
I will call you. You know, investigate and find the phone and return the phone. But we'll return here on tomorrow, which is Wednesday. Hopefully on tomorrow by 5:15, we'll play host to Mr. Okay, he's Attorney Maxwell Grisby. He is the head of secretariat of the SOE Youth Empowerment Program. The men who cleaning the streets. They said that phase 1 is over. They'll be doing some new recruitment. We want to hear from them. How are those individuals selected? What are the criteria? Is it politically free? I mean, is it on the basis of party sentiments? We are told that there are issues with people who go there, they register, they're not selecting them because they did not support the party. All of those information, if he will join us tomorrow, which he has consented to do, we'll be asking those questions. And you too, the public, can ask on anything you want to know about the SOE Youth Empowerment Program. Until then, Alexa, it's a wonderful time. Let's see you on tomorrow. Bye-bye.